And here we go. Let's see. As you see, we are more than 1400 and who knows, maybe we are going to reach 1500 pretty soon. Now what can I play? I feel like I can never play the French in this series, and I mean, I am a French player, so I guess I can show you something, but if you are a beginner, I wouldn't suggest you to play the French, although if you are more of an advanced player, let's say an intermediate player, you can try, and you know, it's a pretty good opening in general, and people don't know what to do against the French, as looks like at 1500 level. Yeah, this move is pretty bad, just waste 2 times to do what? Attack this pawn? Just a really bad move, honestly. This pawn is more than defended, and usually c6 is also a move, so yeah, it's really a useless move. Also, he's going to have some trouble developing his knight, which is another bad thing. c3 makes sense in order to play d4, that makes sense. But apart from that, this setup is really bad, you just waste too many times and your knight doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's just castle. You need to castle now pretty fast. Yeah. He's going to develop his knight somewhere. Now, I'm supposed to develop the bishop. I'm going to develop the bishop this way. I can kill to the bishop. And, you know, sometimes it's a common idea. In French, not too much, but, you know, sometimes it might happen that you can flank it to the bishop, and usually it's not a bad move. You know what, I'm going to play bishop on a6 instead, which is really annoying. Pinning the knight and, you know, maybe causing double. Because the bishop on this diagonal still doesn't do a lot, so maybe this way it's a bit better. Not a lot better, but a bit. Let's develop the knight while I'm trying to understand what I'm supposed to do in this position, and we see. I mean, for example, a move that I could play is bishop back on b7 and c5. Looks like a plan. Might not be the best, but doesn't look that bad in my mind. Makes sense. Although I need to be a bit careful because it's going to get in with the knight. And I guess it's a thing that I don't want to allow. So I might play g6. Yeah, I'm going to play g6. It's a move that you don't usually play, but you know, people don't have a knight on g3 usually. So I guess that makes sense. And now I think I might really slow play this and play c6, develop the queen, because now I still need to develop pieces. Develop the queen on c7. Then to put in the rooks on good files and bringing the bishop back, and in the future I'm going to play c5. Yeah, this is a plan that makes sense. Now this is a sort of a semi-Slav plan in a French, which I mean is not so wide. I mean, the French and the semi-Slav are similar with some aspects. But yeah, let's see, despite the opening being pretty wide, my opponent is not playing bad. He's playing logical moves. His pieces are kinda bad, so I feel like I have to be better. But, you know, it's not that easy to gain an advantage now. Yeah, for example, this move is wide. Like, if you want to play bishop on g5, just play it before. Could have played this move earlier with no problems. Well, and now I don't understand the point of this move. The knight is not pinned. The knight is defended by another knight. Yeah, and playing rooks is also a bad thing because you give me the control of the file, which is a thing you don't want to do. Now you can't play queen on e1, for example, or queen on e2. I have the bishop, so you can't do that anyway, but you understand that is not the best move. Yeah, and now I can actually put pressure on the bishop and try to gain an advantage, positionally speaking. I don't really want to take this knight, because I feel like that my bishop is much better than this knight. This knight can't move, basically. So it makes no sense to do that. And finally, this is a mistake, because I play this move for the reason to take the bishop, obviously. I take the bishop, you take it, and I win a pawn. As simple as that. And now I have to be considerably better, because I get in and he has a lot of weaknesses. You can't even push this pawn, because I'm going to win it. This bishop now is really getting strong. I really like the bishop on a6 now. I'm not going to play bishop on b7. I'm just making a piece worse for no reason. I probably need to do something with these knights. Yeah, this is a good move. Letting the rook in the future, maybe. And defending the pawn. Queen on f4 makes a lot of sense. Definitely. And this is a way to attack the queen, although you blunder the fact that you lose a piece. Yeah, I kinda blundered this. I mean, without kinda, I blundered this. But I also blundered that I have a lot of counterplay after that. So the point is that now he's going to take my queen. Wait, yeah, now I can take this way. Yeah, I'm dumb. But I can take the pawn. Okay? If he takes my queen, I captured back with the rook, so that's why he didn't do that. That's the right move, what he played. But now it gives me a lot of counterplay, as you can see. And this bishop is still a monster. This knight is getting in, and I'm going to get a mate. Now, maybe I'm not going to mate him, although this position is pretty good. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns, and I don't need change, but I'm up 2 pawns, so it's not that bad. Give this check for the simple reason. After he moves the king, it's going to be a target for other pieces. Let's say he plays king on h1 is going to be a target of the knight. We play this move. Maybe it's not going to be a target now, but it could be soon. Could be soon, definitely. I mean, it's a target if I play this move and I'm threatening these two, so yeah, it's still a target. You can't really move the queen too much. You can move the queen there, and that would be annoying. Maybe I would have to take queens. Yo, this man. You see everything, buddy. You see everything. And sometimes you find really strong players that hopefully are not cheating. I mean, I doubt this is cheating. He played a really bad thing. I had to risk it and take this pawn. Give me a check and a block. It's a risk. Because, I mean, I don't like to have this knight pinned. But at the end of the day, you can't really get in right now. Don't see a way. I mean, this knight is hanging, this is defended, this knight can't get in, which is beautiful. I really like the fact that I play g6. g6 is saving me. The rook is hanging too, just to be clear. So he has problems, it's not the best position ever. I'm also threatening to give this check. Let's say he defends the knight, I have this check and I win the rook. I might be winning this. The best move is probably going back with the queen, which defends everything. This also defends everything, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Could start with this, but then he play this move, which I don't really want to allow. Could give him a check. What else? I feel like I have a win, but I can't see it. Really can't. 9. What if I give the check? Just bring in the knight, you know. Not a better square in general. Wouldn't be that bad, and then maybe I can take something. Let's give this check and see what's going on. And then maybe I could take this pawn. Would be, yeah, because if you play something like this move, I mean, I feel like it's a really bad move, not gonna lie. It has to be difficult that it's a decent move. Yeah. Let's go back, pinning the knight. Play this move, which again, I don't love. I mean, I feel like it's getting wrecked. This threatens mate. If you take the pawn, I win. This is crazy. If you take this pawn with the rook, I win. It's not so easy to see. I'm going to blunder something at a certain point. Just waiting. Let's play this. Threatening the knight. If you take, I take with check. Yo, those 1400s are getting crazy. They are stronger than my opponents. You might take the knight. I feel like he's going to take the knight, which I don't know, might be bad. It's not so easy to calculate every check possible after this move, but this knight looks really loose. Also, this rook is not the best rook ever. The problem is this knight, which I mean, it's really useless. It's quite a useless knight. Yeah, he's still surviving. It's not going down. This guy is not going down. Guess I am defending the pawn because I don't want to allow some unnecessary counterplay. Looks like he doesn't want to take my knight, which might be a clever decision. Feel like it is. Wouldn't really take this knight, allowing the check. I might take this pawn, maybe. So I have pass pawn and I try to do something. If I play king on g7, he checks me and not really going anywhere. I just have to go back, so it's pretty useless. And I don't have a lot of time, but when you are kinda in trouble, I might be better. I feel like I am better actually. But you should try to play, you know, for counterplay usually. And now, as you see, blunder a piece. Don't know how. I mean, you see, they play perfectly for pretty much all of the game, and then they blunder a piece for no reason at all. It's also a bit annoying to see because he was playing so well. But now he messed up badly. This move makes absolutely no sense. Don't know why he played it. And let's take this way, which by the way, it doesn't mate in 2. Check goes there, check and GG. It's not mate in 2, but it has to be a mate. Can go this way, but it has to be a mate. Give a check, it goes there. Give a check, it goes there. I can take the knight first of all. And what? It can go there, it can go there. If it goes this way, just check, mate. And if it goes this way, I have the queen there, checkmate. Yeah, it's mating D, not intuitively. Fair enough. I mean, if he allows this, might have a way to stop this. I don't know. Yeah, it's not this way, definitely. He missed the check. Yeah, now he really misplayed this. Yeah, unfortunately, because he played quite well. Well, now you can resign, I guess. Next move is mate, whatever he does. He's not? Oh, you can go this way. Come on, no way it's not mate. What is the mate? Crazy. Why that is not mate? Okay, what if I play this, push and win the queen? So let's say play this, he has to go this way. I play this. Making progress is definitely. If I play this, kinda has to go this way. I check him and it's not mate. So yeah, I check him this way. Now if it goes this way, I guess I have some discovery. This. If it goes this way, this is not mate. It's close to. Oh, he's not going to see this. He's not going to see this. Tuck. Bishop on a6 and GG. Slide the king back, bishop on a6. Okay, no, I mean, I was worried this wasn't a mate. I mean, at this point, I mean, his king is my king, basically. White king on c8 is beautiful. such a wide position. Yeah, let's check the analysis. Alright, so I played a brilliant move. I thought I played worse than that. Totally worst. Because at a certain point I felt like I was going to mess up something, but zero blunders actually. The mistakes, but zero blunders, so yeah. I kinda played well. I was kinda unsure because it's a position that I never played. That position, I never played something like that, so I felt like a bit, I don't know, unsure. But I think this game is going to be really useful for you because you show that if you feel like you are under some important pressure, you show you how you should play, you know? What are your response in order to relieve this pressure, and it's really important. So he played this move, which, as I said, is bad. Stockfish saying it's excellent because stockfish, I mean, you know. Yeah, okay, so this is a bad plan, it has to be, come on. You lost 2 moves in order to put the bishop on a bad square. It's useless. Yeah, now my castle is slightly better because he's playing with white, so you know, even if you mess up, black usually is just slightly better. Nothing more than that. Probably the best move is c5, I wouldn't be surprised at all. No, maybe not. What is the best move? Oh, the best move is just rook on e8. Well, okay, rook on e8 he moves, and then what? c5. Bishop on g4? Bishop on g4. I never even considered that move. Bishop on g4, because then I have a lot of pressure on these squares. And yeah, my pieces are actually stronger on the king side than his. Because they are kinda, you know, blocked. Because this knight makes no sense, this bishop, same. So yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't even consider that move. So I played b6. Yeah, they played this, and now bishop on a6, come on, has to make sense. And followed by rook on e8, I guess, in the future. Well, yeah, I'm playing this move. Come on. These are logical moves. I'm just playing logically. Everything I'm doing makes sense. These are not bad move at all. Also, this makes sense actually, because if you take a queen with the queen hand, I have a really strong queen on the king side, and that could be annoying, so it makes sense to... Yeah, this move is a blunder because you blundered the fact that I can take, and I take with the rook. And he played this move, and now I blundered. Yeah, this is a mistake. I blundered. What? Yeah, blundered that. Now you might wonder, what if I take the knight? Well, it's going to take with the knight again, and I think it's the same stuff. Probably it is. Like, at that point, I have to take the bishop with the rook, otherwise, I mean, I lose material. And he take. And I'm better. I'm definitely better. After this, I have this, of course, and definitely better because, come on, look at the king side, is so bad. So, yeah. I have a lot of counterplay for that sacrifice, that exchange sacrifice. So yeah, I take the bishop with the rook, which is a brilliant move. I felt like it was the only move, to be honest. There is nothing brilliant about this move. Just, I mean, everyone could find this, it's just logical. You take, but yeah, I wasn't sure about this position. I felt like I had something because the king is really weak, although I don't have like a clear way to attack it. In fact, I'm not completely winning as you see, but yeah, I can evaluate the position, I mean, decently. I wasn't sure about being better. As I said, I'm probably better, but I'm not that sure. Yeah, so this move is bad because I can take on 6d. As I said, you have to take a risk when you feel like you are under pressure, and this is probably the most important move of the game. A lot of people will then take this pawn because they will be scared about this. But you feel like you are down material, you are unsure about your position. If you want to win, you have to risk something. Now, if you see this move loses, obviously don't do that. But if you see that this move doesn't lose, and you have a lot of activity, you have an annoying queen, you have down material, just risk it if you want to win. That's what you have to do. If you are under some serious pressure or you are unsure of a position, you should really try to be active and aggressive if you feel like that's the right move. I felt like this was a good move and I played it. It's the best move. I guess this check and the block. King on g7 was better. Although that blunders the knight, but I win the knight back. Yeah. This is a really good move. I missed that. Yeah, I will consider this a mistake. Or an inaccurate move. Now that I see that move. Yeah, I felt like this was a logical move. You know, minus 13? Oh, because I have this and probably mate. Take this, I guess I have this and a lot of interesting stuff. Let's say, what if I play this? Oh, it's just h5 threatening mate, yeah. Yeah, I had this move, I missed that. I give the check with the knight instead, which is completely winning. Because now, as you see, his king is really weak. Didn't feel like being completely winning. Now I felt like having absolutely zero problems. After that, I mean, this is just blunder the full knight. You take with the knight, that's important because you threaten a mate combination. Yeah, it's not mating 3. Oh, it's mating 3? No. It's mating 3 in another way. It's mating 3 after bishop on f1. So let's say you play bishop on f1. Oh, knight takes, queen check, goes there and I give a mate, although it's not easy at all to see this. I mean, sack off a bishop for, I mean, for a reason obviously, but it's not so easy to see. Felt like this was better. I mean, I was focused on this, so yeah, it's mating 5, if you can see something. If you can see something, definitely. Queen take g3. Queen f4 is mating 4, knight g4 is mating 3. Yeah, play this, and now you can check with the knight f5, so yeah. I gave him mating in what, 6? Queen b8 is mate. Yeah, queen b8 is mate. Why didn't I? Because in my mind, queen b8 there was king on e7. There is not, obviously. I saw this though. So I guess it's even better because I calculated another move in the future. Yeah, let's... What can I say, guys? Even if this wasn't the best game ever, I think you can understand something from this game. The importance of activity. And even if you play kinda badly, if you understand this concept, I'm sure you're going to win a lot of games. So... it's true that I didn't play the best game ever, but it's also true that there is a lot to learn from this, I think. So I hope this was helpful and see you soon with the next video.